Okay, welcome to tonight's call, everybody. I think I know everybody live, but if you're watching the replay, my name is Rachel. I'm one of the leaders. It is Monday night, 8 p.m. in Melbourne, 7 p.m. where I am right now on the Gold Coast. And we have had a massive weekend in our incredible industry and in our company. There is so much amazing stuff going on. Just before we dive in, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing. A reminder that we have the Kids Shakes being released tomorrow, which is really exciting. So Isagenix is releasing Kids Shakes. They're coming out tomorrow, and they're being made in Australia, which is really, really exciting. With that, hello, Miss Louisa. With that, I want to introduce you to one of my awesome, beautiful, incredible friends, and she's going to share her story with you guys. We're going to go over a few things that she talked about on stage at Celebration. So Em is an independent mum of two gorgeous girls. They're in their bedrooms right now journaling. She found Isagenix 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago, and it just has impacted her life in so many ways. And I looked at her this morning and I said, Em, you're so happy. And she's like, yep, I sure am. I've never heard a complaint come out of her mouth. The thing that I really would love Em to do is share her story with you guys. Can you share your story with you guys? And I'll go and look at your kids.
Yeah,
you share your story.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. I'll make it really, really brief.
I don't want brief. I want your full story.
All right, the full story. I'll give it a little bit short. So I would say probably Max is now 6 and Peach is now 7. And so back then I became a single mum of 2 little girls when my little Lux was 6 months old. My husband, he was unfaithful with my best friend and they got married, but I was left to raise my babies by myself, and it was stressful. I was a tired zombie, not knowing what was next. And I know there's a few Christians in this team, but we were pastors in a church, so it was humiliating. So everyone in the church knew what had happened, and I just had to move away straight away with my babies because I was just humiliated, and I just lost a piece of myself, I guess. And my whole world changed and shifted. So I moved to the Gold Coast. I picked up my 2 little babies, Lux only 6 months old, and moved up to the Gold Coast. He never stopped me, and moved up to the Gold Coast. And about a year into being on the Gold Coast, I was getting through the day. I don't know if anyone's got kids here, but I was just Friday didn't bring me joy. Nothing, like, it was just trying to get through the days of raising 2 little babies in nappies, plus, you know, grieving from my old life and not having a cope partner. So I was really lost and I was broken. A lot of people look at me now and look at my story in my Facebook and they don't remember the struggle that I went through 7 years ago. And that's really hard. People are like, I could never do what you did. And I was like, if you saw the growth I had to go through from then to where I am now is incredible. And I never used excuses. So when a lot of my team try and say excuses, and I could have had all the excuses in the world not to do anything. So about a year into planting myself on the Gold Coast and finding a really good church and being supported, I had great friends and family. I found Isagenix. That I was not open to the opportunity side at all. I was not open whatsoever. But I saw my friends, they had a great product experience and they were bouncing off the walls, and they had 2 young children, the same age as my little ones. And she just had all this energy. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, look, it's just this Isagenix thing. I'm not sure if you know what it is, and I'm not sure if it's for you, but here you go. And I was like, okay. So I tried it, and I just fell in love and had an emotional attachment.
You sent it back.
Oh yeah, no, I did.
Tell them that.
Actually, I forgot. I forget to tell that part. But I was like, yep, I ordered it. I didn't try it. I just sent it back because I just wasn't ready. So I would say if you have people that actually do that, don't stress out. Don't get really nego, don't think that they're not it. But I actually got a refund, and I actually got a full refund, and Robbie and Luke, they still loved me through that. They said, that's okay, it's just not your time. I remember Luke did get a little bit upset, but they still loved me where I was at. And then about 3 or 4 months into it, I started painting from when I sent it back. And I started painting. So I would drink red wine at night and I would paint I would just paint, and it was like therapeutic because I'd just forget about what was going on. And then I started posting it online with my paintings online, and people were like, wanted to buy my paintings, and I'm like, oh my gosh, people are crazy. So I started painting, and I was sending these paintings to America, to all over Australia, like these big abstract paintings, and it was just to be like therapeutic and just be creative. So that was Rachel, everyone. So that was like 4 months in between when I sent the pack back. Get only Rachel to do it, darling.
I'll do it. Yeah.
4 months in between that, and then I started painting, right? And then people wanted to buy it. I just started sharing little bits and pieces on Instagram, and it was really busy. And I'm like, man, I'm still in a fog because I'm still drinking a lot of red wine, and I'm trying to be creative, and I'm like, I just need to detox and cleanse. And I rang them and I went, right, I'm ready to do Isagenix properly, because I need to be, like, my mind needs to be clear, and I need to be doing this if I'm going to be painting and being a good mum. And then I was even looking to go back into styling and fashion and start my own like personal shopping thing, because that's my background. And I actually did the proper 30 days, and I actually fell in love with it. So I fell in love with it so much, and I've got a massive emotional attachment to these products because it made me dream again. I stopped painting because everyone wanted to know what I was doing, because I had a massive transformation. So I would but then I'd lie. So people, after my 30 days, people were like, what the hell are you doing? And then I'm like, I just knew it was attached to network marketing. So I knew it was attached to network marketing, and I was a full skeptic. And I said, it's not for me. I'm just exercising and clean eating. And they're like, then they actually got me to an event. So Robbie introduced me to Kylie, who's one of my best friends right now. And I don't know if you guys know Kylie, she's the #1 income earner in Australia at the moment. And she actually looked me in the eyes and she said, you love the product. Stop lying, just tell the truth. And my core values are integrity and honesty. And, you know, I was lying to people, and I'm like, how many other mums are just feeling what I was feeling before I started and have not got this product experience within 30 days while they're clean eating? And I was like, I have to tell the truth. So I started bringing all my friends back and started telling the truth. And the next minute, I remember someone, Robbie's like, you just hit 1 star. And I was like, what is that? And she's like, you just hit 10 cycles. And then it was just snowballing, and it was snowballing. It was really quick and really fast. And then they got me to an event, and I fell more in love with the company. And then I just fell so in love with the company that I just kept growing and kept earning as I was learning. And to the point where, obviously, because I've been in church and we've built our own leadership team, and we've been heart-centered, and we've offered a place and a space for people to flourish, whether they're building this a lot or just a little bit. So I've been able to use the skills from then to come in and start leading, you know, my team now. And then after, I shared this on stage at Celebration. Last Celebration, so my best friend married my husband, right? So she got terminal cancer, and we found out that it came back the week of Celebration last year. And I was like, life's so short. What am I doing just coasting? Life's so short. So she'd been diagnosed, and I was like, I want to just take my babies everywhere, and life's just so short. Like, that was a real hit me moment. And then I busted out of those doors after Celebration, and then I just went hard. I enrolled a whole new team. I hit Crystal Executive, the first person in Australia to hit the reset. And I think I shared this. So the first one to hit that in Australia. And then this is personally enrolled. So I had 10 new personally enrolled consultants. I think I had 14. I took 5 to manager and Crystal manager. Then I took 2 to Crystal director and 1 to Crystal executive between that celebration and this celebration. But that's my personally enrolled. And there's a lot of stuff happening through my personally enrolled as well, because it's duplicating. So I busted through the doors after celebration, and then unfortunately in January, the girls lost their stepmom and she passed away. And I've just seen, it's just the journey from everything, and it's like all the stars aligned, and then it's just incredible. So I honestly give honor where honor is due, and that's Isagenix really saved my life, to be completely honest. And I believe it's the biggest gift in my life, and I feel so obligated to share that. And from sharing that is from a massive skeptic that wasn't open to network marketing, is if you want to cast a vision, you get people paid. If you want to create retention, you want retention in your business, you get people paid so they can afford their auto ship. So there's two things that we always say. It's like, who are you doing this with? Perfect. You want a premium pack? Who are you doing this with? And then another one, if you don't kind of get that, it's like, are you open to getting your products paid for? And they're two simple things.
Okay. So I wanna take you back to Emma's story. And so on the weekend, one of we've really discussed people's story, but not their story, like the transformational story, but the story in their head. So are you a victim? Are you a survivor? Or are you a conqueror? So Emma's story could have been very different if she'd stayed in the victim. Okay. What would have the victim story looked like? All right. And then she moved to survivor. All right. And now she's a conqueror. And so I know that all of you are conquerors. And what is a conqueror? A conqueror is someone who has a conqueror is someone who has more conversations, who's presenting Isagenix more, who's having more conversations, who's more consistent, who's building their belief, who's showing up, who has high energy. That's what a conqueror is. Okay.
And every morning, I always get up in the morning, right? I get up in the morning, and even Rachel's been in my home, like the girls journal, like we're so intentional about our day. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, who are you sharing your story with today? Who are you pouring belief into today? Who are you showing the compensation plan to? Who are you leading? Who are you becoming? Like I really had to step up, and trust me, if you know my story and you've had kids and you've had 2 in nappies at a time and your husband's off with your best friend getting married, like that sucks, right? I could have stayed in that victim mode and stayed in that story that I wasn't good enough and why me, but I didn't, because my kid's future is more important than that. So I really had to stop the BS excuses, and I had to show my team, that I was really, going for it and pouring belief into them. They just need to know that they can do it too.
So I think the biggest thing is that there's no victim story. And if you're in any kind of victim story for any reason, it's up to you to pull yourself out of it and move to being a survivor, and then move to being a conqueror. And there's one way to do that, guys. There's 2. All right. So there's 2. The first thing is your belief. Okay. And we're going to discuss that in a second. And then the second is action. Okay. The easiest way to move is action. Yes, I'm looking in that chat. We absolutely are a team of conquerors. That is why you're here. All right. So let's talk about belief, because belief is absolutely everything. All right. And we're going to probably we won't do these on the call, but we'll do these on the Team Free page this coming week. Absolutely. But with your belief in yourself, okay? Where is your belief in yourself? All right. And you can rate yourself out of 10, okay? And your belief in yourself doing network marketing. And Em, how do you keep your belief in yourself high? Like I know I'm going to tell you the answer. I want you. You do. I've looked in her bathroom. She's got affirmations everywhere. She's full of positivity. Her kids are full of it. Can you share with these guys how you keep your belief in yourself high?
Yeah. And you know, it's where some women we're hormonal, right? There's a lot of different factors going on, but if you walk into my bedroom, there's I'm so happy and grateful I'm earning $15,000 a week. You know, like I've got it everywhere. And I've got it everywhere. So it's in my bathroom, it's in my shower, it's in my bedroom, it's on my phone. It's always just pouring it into myself, because I don't rely on anybody. No one told me where the success stories were. No one told me where Isagenix business podcasts were. No one told me where to find things. I just found them. Like, I actually poured so much belief into myself that I just had to like a cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. So I just, every day it's like I should get my diary, but it's like I write appreciation list, and then I write myself 4 questions. You know, who are you becoming today? You know, like, you know, how do you want to feel today? Who are you giving to today? Like, I actually write how I'm feeling every single day. So it's just habits. It's creating habits, simple habits. And then honestly, it all comes down to belief and action, and making it a doing word, and being actively reading your whatever you read, affirmations, Bible verses, whatever you do. There's an app called Think Up, if everyone wants it, that's called Think Up. And you actually record yourself saying your affirmations on it. It goes on a loop. So when I go to bed, it's a 20-minute loop, and it's like, I'm so happy and grateful that the leaders I'm looking for are looking for me. I'm so happy and grateful that my business is booming, da, 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 da. I'm so happy and grateful that, you know, and your thoughts become your reality. So it's every day being those daily habits and non-negotiable. Like, no one should wait for Rachel to pull you out of a slump. You want to get your ass whipped? Listen to Emily Vavra, How to Get Out of a Slump. When Julie passed away in January, on January 10th, I was really upset because it brought up so many emotions. But I was like, I still popped a Crystal Manager and still ran one of my personally enrolled to Crystal Manager and someone else to consultant that week, because I just put all when I didn't focus on me and put it all on them. You should see the shift. And I listened to Emily Vavra 3 times a day when I was going in my slump, and I could have stayed there, and I could have really stayed there, but I didn't. So it's being actively pulling yourself out of it. That's my things.
Yeah. It's so good. You should see it. So what you guys can do as well is the I ams. Just write this in your notes and write some I ams, some things that you believe in. So I am a great leader. I am a conqueror. I am victorious. I am whatever you want to, like, a great mother. I am an incredible enroller. I'm incredible. The I am affirmations, guys. And just truly just grab a piece of paper, taking your notes now that you need to write them. So I have a great team. So all your belief statements, okay, it's so important. And then just reread them. So that's the self. So let's talk about the company and Isagenix. Okay, it's so important to have belief in this company. And if you are struggling with belief in this company in any area you have a question, ask us. Research the history of Isagenix. All you need to do is go to YouTube and YouTube the history of Isagenix, and you see how we came about. You can go and have a look on the website. Okay, if you need, he's so cute. Look at that little boy. Oh my God, all the kids. But that is how do you increase your belief in this company? You learn about the founders, you learn about the heart, you look at the vision. Eric Coover is posting so many things about the vision, the future, and where we're going. And he's really sharing that. And it is, my belief is like going higher. So
yeah, I've never been my belief, honestly, when I first started Isagenix, when I needed to believe in the company because I was so oblivious to it, I don't think they're still doing this, but I would research every millionaire success story. So when I went over into America, I was like, oh, Laura, I already know your story. You know, your husband was deployed and you found Isagenix. I know your story. I love you. So I would find 4 key leaders: Tracy O'Malley, Laura Stevens, Kelly Dickerhoff, and Emily Favre. And I would start speaking like them. I would just listen to their podcast over and over again. And my friends I would even put my hair in braids, and it'd be like the Tracy O'Malley braids, like I'm going to go get it. Like I would honestly morph into these people and borrow their belief. Like I'm not even kidding. And these are millionaires. And I actually became really good friends with them. When I hit 3-star, Rach was over there and she put a big video on my Facebook page, and it made my day because she helped me get there. So it's like just being actively, that's for me, find what works for you. You have to find what works for you and actually stop the noise. There's so much noise. Stop the noise.
If you ever have a question about the company, come and see me. The company is the last area you should worry about. The thing that I love is we are family owned. We have no operational debt. We are never going to be sold off to be private. The foundation is incredible and the founders are amazing. And we're looking after the environment. We are innovating and getting better products. The company's giving more money to us, which brings me on to the comp plan. All right. The only way that you can believe in the comp plan, and hear me when I say this, is if you learn it. Okay. And then you understand it. And what we really want you to do, and it's difficult, I understand this, because you don't know other companies' comp plans. But on the weekend, I was around so many other companies, and I actually asked the guys a few things about Isagenix, because they see all the companies and they are like, Rachel, Isagenix is a company that you can stay at forever. You do not need to move. You do not need to go anywhere. In this industry, there is people have to move around to several companies until they find the right one for them. With Isagenix, what I want you guys to know is that their comp plan is far greater than any other comp plan. There's actually not a comp plan that is better. I'm just going to explain a few things to you. Firstly, unlimited depth. Some companies stop at a certain level. Okay, imagine a superstar coming in on the 10th level and you only get paid to 8 levels. All right, I know that seems a far away for you guys right now, but it's not far away. All right, some companies Juice Plus flush at the end of every month. Okay, that is a well-known company that we know so well. I'm friends with the top income earners. They flush every month regardless. All right, there is other companies. There is a company where there is a lot of people. You have to build wide. They're building 46 legs wide. All right, and I'm like, what?
Like one on your left, one on your right.
All we do is we go left and right. Okay, isn't that amazing? And the other thing is, like, as long as we order 100 BV, $50 of product a week, right? $200. Your product, you accumulate volume. Okay, so learn the comp plan, understand it. If you just have to hear the stories about the people who have been paid. And I'm actually getting together so many stories for us, but it's phenomenal. And there is Urena, in 12 years, she was with Amway and she didn't earn any money. All right. And look at her here now. She's earned over $250,000 in Isagenix. Is that right? Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Come on. Hey, let's give her some love. All right. Let's give her some love. Okay. So something that they spoke about on the weekend is energy. So what I want you guys to do, this is crazy. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to do 10 quick claps. All right. And we're going to, it's just 10 quick claps. All right. All of you guys need to do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Oh, there we go. So I'll explain the energy thing to you guys later, but we're just going to do it because we need to wake up. So network marketing. Okay.
Oh, no other profession like it.
Yeah. What has network marketing done for you?
Oh, like freedom. It's got me paid every single week, and I've got to stay home with my babies and actually dream again.
Yeah.
It really has.
Yeah.
So,
What about some of the girls in your team?
oh my goodness, let me tell you a story.
And guys, can you I'm just laughing at some of the messages I'm getting. Can you from the team, can you write in the chat what this industry has done for you so far, and can you share it with me?
Yeah, I
Yep.
can share a few things. So with Jess Brown, she was recognized on stage for the latest Crystal Executive. So she's a mum of 4, independent mum of 4. Before she started Isagenix, not even a year ago, she saw me, and I helped her get started. She wasn't open to the business, but then she's got an entrepreneurial spirit, and then she was open to it. And she actually started, and she was living with her mum with her 4 kids in a 2-bedroom flat, like a bunk bed, and then kids sleeping in her mum's bed. But so from now until then, she actually has created residual income, and now she actually lives independently in a 3-bedroom apartment just across a lake, beautiful place with a pool. And that's just from finding Isagenix, and she's literally become the most amazing woman and mum you could ever see. Like, if you just want to go to my page and see her story and just her transformation. But financially, she actually has been able to move from her parents' place or her mum's house and actually bond rent and pay rent every week and the expenses. And that's just one story from the newest Crystal Executive in our team, who is an independent mum of 4. And another one, so my Crystal director, she's in Massive Action.
You know how to find them, don't you, Em?
Yeah, my Crystal director, she's married, so she's happily married. She's happily married. So this was all their first celebration. So this team I'm talking about is the whole new team that I went and enrolled, all those 10 new consultants. So they were all there with all their team at celebration. So can you imagine where everyone's going to be next celebration?
And this is what's possible for you guys.
It's so true.
We just want to share more stories.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm just a storyteller. So I just share stories. I collect stories all day long and share stories all day long, and I try and find that common ground. But network marketing, honestly, I collect friends 24/7 and listen for pain. That's all I do. I ask open questions, and I never, if everyone's around me, they know I am tonight talking about myself, but I never talk about myself to other people, because I want to be interested in them and not interesting. And you find you open up so many conversations, networking with so many new people. And it's just network marketing is the best profession in the world. I'm a professional storyteller and a professional friend collector. That's all I am. And I get them paid, and then they become that.
So let's think about network marketing. All right, guys. And this is where I spoke to Herb today. And this is what I want to share with you guys. So Herb Cepeda is the top income earner in America. He's Christian. He is very exclusive. He's been in the industry for 40 years. He really, he loves network marketing, loves Isagenix. He's having a slow week and he's made 40K this week. He makes 40 to 60 a week. But Emma and I spoke to him this morning over in the States. I just thought, you know what, I'll just dial him and just see if he answers, okay? And listen to this. And this is what I want you guys to hear, all right? With the coronavirus and what is going on, okay, over in the States, I want to know, do you guys know what's going on with the economy? Do you understand the economy? Okay. So Herb was talking to us about there's a silver lining. All right. And I want you guys to get it. And I know that you think coronavirus, you think health, you think immunity, you think everyone needs our products. Yep, that's true. And that's great. But what is happening is that the major companies in America, China's already shut down, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, they're all moving towards telecommuting. So what that means is everybody is working from home. If you can work from home, you're working from home. They've shut down churches. There's no weddings. Celebration UK is shut. It has been cancelled. all the travel and so forth. But I want you guys to put your business thinking caps on. I want you to think about what this means. So this means that a whole lot of people are going to be working from home, but they're going to be working for somebody else. So does that show you? That if we can show them that they can work from home and make money under their own terms, make more money. And you know what? Many of them will just want to be looking for something on the side, a side hustle. They are looking for things to do from home. And that is where Isagenix and a home-based business, an online business is going to have, it's a massive socio-economic trend. It's going to have such a room to grow. All right. I want you guys to get that into you, like regular people making incredible amounts of money already, which is Isagenix. Do you know we did $700 billion last year as a company? We are a huge company. All right. And so, you know, Herb really, he's like, Rach, you've got to get your team to understand this opportunity. If we are going to be, so he's got the USA sorted. He's like, Rach, you need to get your team. And he's like, I want to fly over there. He goes, but I'm too busy, because we need to understand this opportunity as a business, as an income, as a side hustle. All right. And I said to him, you know, like, how do we say that? Like, what do we do? And it's just about you guys understanding the gift that you've got in your hand to help people earn an extra income. So all of you, I want you to know, like, look at your hand and what is in it. Okay. And when you're talking to people, are your hands shut? Are you shut? Are you just walking around shut hands? Or are your hands open with the gift of Isagenix and what it can do for others? All right. And if you want to take this next level, sit down with a pen and paper and write down the benefits. The benefits, we can absolutely fill up a page of the benefits of this business model, of the income. What has it done for you? What has it done for the people that you know? All right. It's out of control. Like, and every day you go out and live your life remembering what you've got in your hand and who you can share that with. Now, think about this. And this is when you're having conversations with people, have you looked at diversifying? Have you looked at adding another stream of income? Have you looked at, now we know our products work. There are people everywhere that want our products, guys. It's not difficult to get people started. Put them in your body. There's a money back guarantee. They work. If you don't like them, send them back. Done. All right. What do our products do? They help people live long, healthy lives. They help people get rid of fat. What does this income do? Think about it. It is amazing. So it's up to us to create, and this is where I'm going to call Em back in. So it's up to us to create our own culture. It's up to us to set our environment on fire. And I want to talk about the culture. I want to talk about some leadership, because the culture, this is the number one thing, the culture of our team. All right. Because culture trumps systems every day. I want to say it again. The culture trumps systems every single day. So in the chat, I'd love for you to write down some things that build a good, healthy culture. And me and Em, so Em, you just read the piece of paper, but we'll talk about creating culture to these guys, because you've built an amazing culture.
Yeah, I think people need culture and community like they need to breathe, like they need oxygen. People want to feel a part of something, and that's how we've really created massive momentum. And it's actually about getting belly to belly and actually hosting events. So we've got our whole year planned out already. So we do monthly events for the Rise Collective, and I actually don't do anything at the events. I share that much of my story, and my leaders run the whole thing with a run sheet. It's phenomenal. So like we work it out, and we know around all the Isagenix events, our events are every month, non-negotiable. And then there's all sip and socials or bliss balls and bubbles all in between that. And Kylie and I are doing a dream board, like it's time to dream bigger, big workshop next Tuesday as well here on the Gold Coast. So it's just some days you don't feel like going out. Some days you want to just work behind and be a keyboard warrior. And I totally get that. But there's something so special about team culture and always celebrating, recognizing people's success, even if their first customer they enroll. So it's just creating the most safe place for people to grow, even if they're doing a lot or a little bit, because the people doing a little bit, their cousins, sisters, brothers, auntie could be the next Jackson Parr or the next Rach Pedretti in your team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just connection. It is connecting, and it's offline and online as well. Even this, your Zoom calls.
Yeah.
It's really important. Some people aren't even running them.
So I want to tell you that there's teams in Isagenix that are ringing me, begging me to get on our team calls. There are people out there whose leaders just don't want to run calls at all. And I can't believe it. I'm like, we have to run a call. Okay, so listen to this. Except for Christmas. We can have 2 weeks off at Christmas and New Year. But I want you guys excited. I want you guys pumped up, excited to be jumping on these calls. All right, have a think about this, the culture. What makes a good culture in our team? It's everyone's accepted, everyone is included, people are recognized, not just for cycles, but for effort. You know what? People are recognized for showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people are loved. We praise and honor people. Events. You know, we run our own events and we show up to Isagenix events and we have that. Okay, so there's gratitude for everyone and everything in the company. We're connected. People are heard. We raise people up. We have that culture on our calls, and we have that culture on our pages, our product page, our business page. Do you know what? We're paid to care.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know we're paid to care about people and each other? I love that. Okay, so I want you to listen to some mantras, all right? I got these on the weekend and made them sort of suit us. Let me know what you think. You're a blessing in our team, whether you do a little or a lot. Do you like that? Yep. You're accepted as you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to go at your own pace. What do you reckon?
Unless you got big ass goals.
Yeah. No, then your pace is rocket pace.
And then that's like, how would you like me to keep you accountable? A simple phone call or a message? Or how do you want me to pull you up when you're actually slacking? How would you like me to keep you accountable? That's the biggest thing. So I think really doing the work is the biggest thing ever, is the action. And it's okay to go slow, but if you've got big goals, honestly, be okay with someone pulling you up. Be okay with someone pulling you up and actually know how to, okay, this is where
I've got to tell you guys something in a second. No, go.
No, go. I've lost my train of thought.
No. So I've got, so people are always messaging me and asking me about Isagenix, about the industry. People are worried about coronavirus, right? Anyway, I'm quite pumped up about Isagenix and where we are, and the fact that we've got this home-based business, and the fact that we're in health. And someone just sent me a message and they just said, imagine being in company X and company B. They're travel companies. And I'm just laughing because some silly people left Isagenix a couple of months ago and went to a travel company. And now I shouldn't be laughing. But
hey, there's flights to New York for $500.
Yeah, you can go to New York for next to nothing.
I was nearly going to take the girls over to New York.
Don't be stupid.
All right, just take
We live in a beautiful country. We're healthy and we're happy. We're going to stay here. So Guys, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is the products, and then we're going to talk about energy, because energy is rocking. All right. So, do you think we need a clap? All right.
Oh, gosh.
Ready?
Here we go.
We're going to do it. 10 fast claps, all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't see you guys doing it.
Come on, John,
Susie?
faster.
And actually, okay, so Fraser does that before he gets on a Zoom, before he
great.
does
I
a
like
call, before he does anything, right? I think that's good.
I think it's great.
Guys, you've got it. We have to lift our energy. We have to lift our energy. We have to lift our belief, and we need to be consistent. All right? Okay. Sarah, what are you saying in the chat? You've been hanging out with Fraser. Yes, I've been hanging out with Fraser. But I got this one off Fraser a year ago, and that still hangs.
What is that?
Okay. So Fraser is so committed to working with us and crushing it. He said the first thing is belief. The second thing is energy, consistency. He is Isagenix the whole way. All right. Okay. So let's talk about belief in the products. All right. This is really, really important. Every time my belief goes down in these products, it's because I'm not using them properly or I've forgotten about how great, I've forgotten where I've come from.
Yeah, it's very good.
So if you don't believe in these products, stop taking them for a week and see how you go. All right. And then you'll remember how great they are. All right. And sometimes it's just the negative noise, okay, in your head. There are companies out there selling laundry powder, toothpaste, and cleaning products, right? We have got products that can help people have more energy. We have got products that help people get out of bed. We have products that change people's physical transformation internally, externally, that change relationships. We've got products that we've got freaking amazing products. Sometimes I think they're too good, and that's why people talk about the products too much and not the income. But that's great. That's okay. We need more. We need more customers, right? We want more. But our products are phenomenal. So what you need to do is to learn about the products, to believe in them, is just take them properly yourself.
Do a double cleanse.
Do a double cleanse. We do team 11-day resets once every two months. You can do them whenever you want. We do cleanse day Wednesday as a team. All right. But go and learn about some of the products and just read some of the stories, the testimonies. Okay. I cannot believe how phenomenal our products are when I go researching. And if I ask a question, okay, it is like I don't think there's another shake on the market that has an amino acid profile like ours. All right. And I can tell you that there is I need to tell you about this. I haven't told her either. There is a life-changing product coming out in July that currently is injectable. Okay. And leaders within the company travel to Mexico to get it injected through an IV. Okay. So we don't know what it is. We aren't being told. There's NDAs everywhere. But what I can tell you is it is coming to Australia. It's going to be in the States as well. And it's a game changer. So there is always new products coming, but the ones that we have are absolutely phenomenal. All right. And just know that Isagenix has got your back. All right. If somebody says something to you that there's too much sugar, or that there is there is something toxic in our products, you just have to turn around and go, you know what? I know Isagenix. I know these products. I know the quality. I know that they wouldn't have that in there, but let me check. All right. So I know I've researched things in the products before. I've researched things, and it comes back that it's the bit in the plant that keeps the plant upright. That's our thickener. Our antioxidants is berries. Our preservatives is berries. So just know that Isagenix do the right thing. Okay. let's talk. Okay, let's talk about. Oh, hey, just an interesting fact from Herb. We've done this is about the products. We've done $7 billion of product sales in 18 years as a company. $7 billion.
Crazy.
Do you think the products work? The products would not be allowed in Australia if they weren't good. We have a demand, a global demand for these products. Globally, everywhere you go, people want to be healthier, people want more energy, people want to lose weight, people want to add muscle, yeah?
Yeah.
In every country. Okay, so it's up to you guys to jump 2 feet in. If you're not already 2 feet in, and I expect that you are, because you are absolutely on this call and I love you, but if you're not 2 feet in, work out why that other foot's not in, have a chat to me, and we will get it in, okay? All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about energy. I just think it's really, really important, okay? So with your energy, and this is if you're not getting the results that you want, okay, we have to check our own energy, all right? So what do you want to say about energy? Have an E-shot, have a beer.
Oh, I have a beer first thing in the morning now, and then I'll have my shake, and then
She has a beer for breakfast.
I do. I have a beer for breakfast, and we're doing the lunch. We're doing the lunch, and the girls are journaling, and then I walk to school and do the drop off, and then I'll usually come back and do the gym.
Okay, energy.
Then I would do the gym and then come back and have a shake. So that just lifts my energy because I want to enroll every school mum at school.
Okay, so what I want you guys to think about though is that your energy is everything.
It's a currency.
So your energy in every aspect. So your energy, how you are physically showing up, okay, and how your energy is on the pages. The number one way for all of us to increase our income right now is to lift the energy on the healthy living page. All right, I spoke to Fraser and Rob about that. There is 13,000 people on that page. Okay, I know that there's probably only 1,000 of those people ordering. So there are 12,000 people that we can add so much value to. So what we truly, I believe, need to do is add so much value to that page. So Facebook Lives about intermittent fasting, about cleansing. You post about the products, why you use it, how you use it. So much value. They're like, Rachel, you're in Isagenix. It's a health and wellness company. You've got a page with 13,000 people. Add so much value to that page. You lift that energy. You get people waking up in the morning and that's the first page that they want to go to, and they want to add their friends regardless of whether they're in Isagenix or not. And you watch the change. But it all comes back to us, and it all comes back to how we show up and the energy that we give. There's energy when we're talking to people. There's energy when we're sending a message. Do your 10 claps, do your star jumps. All right. But energy is everything. And so I also wanted you to think about this, and this was meant to be in the network marketing belief section, right? But I want you to think about this, okay? In network marketing, in most businesses, you have somebody work for you and you train them and you pour into them and you build them. And then what happens? They leave, they go and start their own business, and they become your competition, don't they? In Isagenix, what happens? It is my greatest dream, my biggest prayer, that every one of you is better than me. I'm going to pour into you. I'm going to build you. I'm going to give you my everything. All right. And I pray for, I ask Christine, I pray for all of you guys all the time to grow, to meet incredible people, to have an abundance of new leaders coming in, for, abundance of cycles. And you know what's going to happen? You know, as you guys grow, as you go on your journey, you're going to get better and better, and you're going to make yourselves an income. You're going to help your team have an income. You know what? It will benefit me as well. I don't hide that. But you're not going to leave. You're going to stay. So think about the difference between network marketing and traditional business. Isn't that a great place to be putting your flag? It's phenomenal. I love that. And so it's just phenomenal. Now, another thing that I really want you to think about as well is what areas can you increase your energy? All right. Where have we got a little bit lazy, a little bit slack? You know, are we spending that 5 minutes scrolling on Instagram? Man, that thing just sucks you right in. Like, I get it. Like, I will go to Healthy Living and then I'll see like a notification and suddenly I'm on Instagram 15 minutes later. Guys, I get it, but we have, you know, oh yeah, that's a good one. If we don't get bored, we don't have time to think and get creative. Creativity does not come when you're looking at a screen. Mm-hmm. Creativity comes when your mind is free and open and has the time and room to think. Okay? So you are all creative, you're all creators, you've all got so much to give. We need more testimonies, we need more stories, we need more love, we need to pick up our culture. But we have to make sure that we're giving ourselves the time to create, to give, to think of these things. And so I'm just making this up. This isn't even from the weekend, but
it's good.
Make sure you're having that time for yourself in the day, whether it's your morning, whether it's your lunchtime, whether it's your night, without a screen. All right. And if you are on a screen and you see something, screenshot it or start a note. When you get an idea for a post, write it down. Okay. Because that thought is a seed that's going to give something to somebody. You just didn't think of that thought to make you look good. That thought has come into your head for a reason. But the problem is, because it's so fast and we're scrolling and we're getting stuck here, stuck there, we forget about that great idea that we had. All right. Now, the same with people. If someone pops into your mind to contact, write it down, contact them. All right. We have to be sharing our story more and more and more. All right. All right. Let's just see who's got questions. What's going on?
Is there in the chat?
Oh, the chat's off. It's Nana.
Oh, wow.
Silence. Yes.
Oh, yeah. How do I go off?
Okay.
Hey, ladies, can I just share? I was actually, Rach, when you were talking about coronavirus and actually everything that's going on at the moment, I was standing at the kitchen bench before making dinner just thinking, if I was still in my current situation of having our big indoor children's play centre, I would be standing there so worried at the moment because of where my business would be heading in regards to, you know, health and kids and coronavirus and everything. But, you know, it's such a good talking point for people when it's like, you know, how are you feeling, you know, when you're standing behind, you know, you're at a cafe or something, or how are you feeling at the moment with everything that's going on in regards to coronavirus, or, you know, those types of things. I mean, we can really use it to our advantage and talk to people in those businesses and say, I think, you know, I'd love you to check out what I do, because it's something that, you know, I can imagine. I'm not even conveying this very well, but, you know, like where it may be at in the next 6 months, people's businesses, really connecting with them now, because it might not be the same situation. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot closing down, to be honest. So guys,
truly, when you think about it, what's stopping you from talking to more people, right? Anything that's stopping you, any fear, any doubt, any sort of any issues in your belief, we have to work through it. All right. The truth is that you've got something incredible and amazing. The truth is that you have been given talents. You've been given a gift, not just for yourself, but for others. All right. And I know that you want, I absolutely know that you want everything. That's why you're here. That's why you're on the call. And there's two things, and you're going to hear me say them over and over. The first one is that you totally can do this. If I could do this as a 29-year-old, I was out of control. I was 29, living on a boat, no phone, wild. If I could do this at 29, you know, you guys can do this. All right. I've seen the compensation plan does not care about your age, about your color, about what you look like, about the compensation plan does not care about how old you are or if you've been to university. You know, it doesn't care. It's about sharing your story with more people and sharing Isagenix, getting excited about it, building your belief. So we're going to be doing a whole lot more stuff on Team Free, all right? So that every day your belief is being built in every area of Isagenix, all right? So the easiest way to start building your belief is Healthy Living and Team Free are going to be those hubs, okay? And we're going to see a really big change in not even a change, the culture's there. But you're going to see an increase in positive culture, all right? But I need you guys to contribute to that. And that when we put people into that, they're like sucked into that vortex, you know, sucked into the Isagenix vortex. All right, so I'm just going to hand it over to you guys. Any questions? Anyone want to ask Em anything? Go for it. Babe, she's amazing. Thank you for jumping on our call and loving on these guys. Isn't she amazing? She's the best.
Oh, you are.
No, I'm not. You are. Any other questions? Marie, I love you. All right, let's rock it out. We're done.